Hello and welcome to some Battlefield 3. This is my series Being Better at Battlefield, where I go over a lot of the things that take me, an average player. I'm right now a pretty statistically average player, around a 1 KD, 1 win-loss ratio. I start picking out my mistakes, and I start taking, as an average player, what can I do to make those, to not make those mistakes. In the very first clip you saw me, I came charging around a corner, I got gunned down. I was lucky enough the guy was a camper, and I was able to get some revenge on him, but that's not really the important part. The important part was, I didn't think about how I approached that corner right. So, and you're going to see it through this whole clip, I do pretty good in this match. I think I go 28 and 8 or 12 or something in that range. And I really kind of feel like I did good in spite of how badly I ran around. This style squad deathmatch works okay with a really aggressive playstyle like myself, but I really did good in spite of the flaws in my game, not because I was being a good player. I don't stay with my squad often enough. There's a lot of things I do wrong. I'm working on those things. In this one, we're going to talk about the corners. The corners, you're going to notice, I take them, I just run, charge out, and I do stuff. I don't know what I was knifing there. I charge out, I run, I do stuff. You're going to see me, I'm going to jump down here in a moment, and I am going to get my face blasted off. Why? Because I'm running and my gun's not ready, and I have to bring it up before I can shoot. That's going to happen right in just a few seconds. And the reason I point this out is because that's what this is about. When my gun is up, and it's not in the ready, and I can't shoot, he got free shots on me. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't respond. So, if my gun had been at the ready and I had been walking instead of running, I could have responded there. I could have taken him out, and that would have been a much better engagement for me. And I would have came out of that one on top, or at the very least I would have had a chance. As it was, I didn't have a chance, and it was because of my bad play by running. And there's times to run, there's times to not run. When you're approaching an opening, an exit, or a sideline, you don't want to be running. Unless you're crossing. If you're crossing a sideline and you have to, you got no choice, run. But you got to use your good judgment on running, and don't just run around to get into the action all the time, which is what I tend to do, because I am an aggressive player. Here is, unfortunately, one of my other faults, which is I don't always do really great on my accuracy. And I need to work on my accuracy. The stat itself is kind of meaningless to me, but the actual being able to take down guys is the part that I want. I don't care about the stat. So the idea of this series is, as you see here, we're going to go and say, okay, so for the next week or so, we're going to go through and I'm going to start picking apart my game, and I'm going to play these games out with this in mind, that I need to slow down on these corners. I need to slow down when I'm going to a big open space. I need to slow down when I'm doing things that could get me killed. Like this, I'm standing in a horrible spot here. I mean, again, it works out for me in spite of, rather than anything else. I mean, I had almost a 360-degree view that they could have got me from. There's a bunch of different places. So the positioning and the approaching corners is what I'll be going through, and I'll explain how they affected it. And if you see, as I start approaching the corners, when I do better, I'm approaching them correctly. I approach them slowly, or even if it's just a fraction of a second before you reach that opening, you stop running, so you bring up your weapon, and you're ready to go. So this week and next week is practicing that, and practicing taking my shots a little bit more when I know I have the shot, rather than I might be able to get him. More I know I can get him, and less I think I can. So those are the things we're going to work on, and hopefully you'll stick around. And as I find things that work for me, I'm going to make the videos about them. I'm going to make some of the videos about the flaws I see in my game, and I'll show you. You're going to see good games, you're going to see bad games, you're going to see highly edited games where I look only slightly incompetent, like this one. You're going to see other games where you're just going to be scratching your head and going, what was he thinking? Because sometimes that's what I'm thinking when I'm looking at them. So, hopefully I can at least make them entertaining while I'm there. Again, yeah, shooting teammates since 2009. The goal of the series is to let you guys know, to get better myself is the main, but one of the main secondary goals, besides getting better and becoming the Battlefield player that I would like to be, is letting you guys know, hey, here's an average player, And this worked really well for him. He did this, he makes these small changes to his games, and it worked. And so maybe you want to try that. Maybe you look at your footage of your own game and you go, "Ooh, hey, yeah, I'm running a little too much. Maybe I should stop running through openings." Or maybe you're looking over and you're going, "Oh, wow, maybe I shouldn't have taken that shot. Maybe it wasn't the right shot to take." And that's what this series is about. Getting rid of those bad habits and learning the things that will make you a better battlefielder. So, that's going to take care of it for this episode, and we'll be back with more later. I thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, everyone.